Is Suzlon energy stock a ticking time bomb for your portfolio?
In this video, we will dive into the world of renewable energy and analyze the financial health of Suzlon Energy.
Suzlon stock has been on a roller coaster ride.
But is it wise to invest in this stock?
So let's look at Suzlon stock analysis. Current price is around 62. If you look at the 52 weeks range, 43 and 86, closer to its 52 weeks high. Price to earning is 72 and book value per share 3.32, which is very low. Price to book 18 times, which is very high.
If you look at the P ratio of 72 and a price to book ratio of 18, these are significantly higher than industry averages. It suggests that the stock may be overvalued, pricing in aggressive growth expectation. The book value per share is just 3.32, while the stock trades at over 60. This indicates a large premium over the company's net asset, which can be risky if growth slows down.
Now, if you look at ROCE, 24 is good. Return on equity is also very good. Debt to equity ratio 0.04 is also looks very comfortable. But one has to understand here that the stock is more volatile than the product market. Suzlon has had a history of heavy debt and operational issues. The trust is still recovering among investors, but people should be watchful. So this is the chart of Suzlon's financial journey, and let's understand the performance between 2015 to 2004 in more detail. The first is about the turnaround which has happened. So Suzlon's return to profitability in FY23 and FY24 after years of losses is encouraging, no doubt about it, because it reflects improved cost control, restructuring effort, and also operational efficiency. However, the turnaround is relatively recent and sustainability remains untested over a full market and economic cycle.
And अगर आप revenue में देखें जो 6,500 करोड़ के revenue हैं, are still far below earlier high. अगर 17 में देखें तो उनके revenue 60,000 करोड़ थे. So there was a time when it was earning huge revenues.
So 2018, 59,000. 17, 65,000, 64,000. Then revenue drops to 3,000 crore. 2020, then 6,505, now 6,400. So there was a time when company was earning more than 60, 70,000 crore. Now, if you do debt and management and the cash flow, analysis, cash flow quality, if you see, highly inconsistent. Suzlon is yet to show a steady free cash flow. In the books. अगर हम working capital देखें तो high inventory and receivable days हैं. These are red flags for operational efficiencies. While the company has recovered profitability, cash flow and working capital need sustained focus to support long-term sustainability. So दो चीजें हैं जो investor को बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा, वो है cash flow and the working capital needs. And now the big question comes: will Suzlon become a takeover target? There are already news floating around about Adani's interest in Suzlon. So let's discuss the takeover, the stories which are going on. While there is no evidence of acquisition talks, Adani Green Energy, has engaged with Suzlon, as a supplier. For instance, Suzlon, got an order of some 48 megawatt from Adani Green, supplying 23 wind turbines for a project in Gujarat. And in addition, Adani Green is developing 320 megawatt onshore wind power project in Gujarat. So Suzlon expected to provide 150 unit of turbines to them. But the interesting aspect here is the low promoter stake in the company. The promoter stake in Suzlon is around 12-13%, which is very low. That in a way is fueling this M&A talks in the. Now let's discuss the big risk factors. The red flags. Number one, is inadequate, communication, lack of transparency, and recently, one of the independent director resigned, and so this is a very, big factor, which influences the company's, decision making. So, as we all know, a recent resignation by an independent director, raised alarms over governance practices. So, director cited lack of transparency and inadequate communication from management as a reason for strike. This incident led both NSE and BSE to issue advisory letters to Suzlon, warning the company about non-compliance with governance standards. The exchanges flagged concerns related to board functioning, disclosure norms, and management's interaction with stakeholders. Low promoter holding that we have already, discussed in the past. High promoter management. Now come to the transparency concern, historical, financial misreporting and delayed disclosure. Again, they are very notorious in making timely disclosure, and financial misreporting is also a very big red flag. So in the past, financial misreporting allegation and unclear disclosure regarding debts restructuring and promoter pledges, they all surfaced during Suzlon's financial crisis between 2012 and 2015. There were allegations that the company delayed disclosing the full extent of its debt and operational troubles, leading to investor distress. So as you can see, there are many risk factors in the company. So let's start first with the valuation. So the valuation looks very pricey if you look at the price to earning and also price to earning. And if the company doesn't grow fast enough, investors could end up overpaying. And second big issue with the transparency. Recent resignation by independent director raises a lot of eyebrows. And the company had just started making profit. So is the turnaround really sustainable? That is remain to be seen.
If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next one.